Molweni mawethu, absheni mashaka, dumelang bagaetsho, greetings to all and sundry and welcome to the Lenten inspiration space. As we get deeper into this journey of Lent, today I want to address the question of victimhood mindset. And my topic is simply that victimhood mindset is a trap. Now let me warn you right from the beginning, this is really going to be a bit of a rough message. It's going to be a kind of message that is, call it out as it is. Victimhood mentality works against the very one who holds it in his mind. In life, many of us find ourselves wounded, hurt, betrayed, scarred for life, brutalized and traumatized by the actions and words of others. This is a reality that forms part of our life here on earth, because in this world we have got wickedness, people are evil, and there is sin in this life. Injustice and sheer misfortune of life is part of the reality in this planet. And when we have suffered this kind of misfortune or hurt from the hands of others, we find that most of us, or some of us rather, tend to feel like victims. We feel helpless, we feel hard done by life, and we feel we have been betrayed. And obviously it breaks your heart and leaves you writhing in pain, because sometimes we are betrayed by the very people that we hold dear in our lives, people that we trust in our lives, people that we open ourselves to be vulnerable with, and we are intimate with them, and therefore we open ourselves completely for them and give them access into our soft spots inside, and they exploit that, leaving us wounded, betrayed, broken, and feeling like helpless victims. And when you feel like a victim, you feel defeated. And some of us then walk around wearing this mindset of a victim, a defeated human being with no help whatsoever, because that's what victimhood does. It leaves you feeling helpless as passive and defeated human being with no power. It takes away from you. You feel powerless, you feel helpless, you feel that you cannot do anything. But here is a big question. Are you really helpless and powerless in reality? Or is it just a question of your feelings? That is how you feel. In other words, is it a reality based on facts, or is it just a chosen mindset? Whilst you are reflecting on that question, let me put it before you for your consideration. My submission is, no one can ever make you a victim without your tacit permission in your head, in your mind. No one can turn you into a victim without your permission. You've got to allow them to victimize you. You've got to allow them to turn you into a state of helplessness and leave you in the same state state and the same position for many, many years because you hold in your mind this state of mind that says, I have been hard done by life, I've been betrayed, I have been victimized, my power was taken away, I have been broken, and all sorts of things. And you are right and you are justified. But the thing is, if you stay in that state of mind for a long time, it goes down into your subconscious and begins to run a paradigm that runs your life, and therefore you come across in life as somebody who is feeling pity for themselves and seeking pity from other people, who place a helpless victim in spite of the fact that they have the capacity to stand up, rise, and transform their lives. In the Gospel according to St. John in chapter 5 verse 1 to 15, Jesus there meets a paralyzed man who was lying beside the pool of Bethesda for 38 years. And Jesus comes into that space, into his life, and asks him a simple question that requires a yes and no. And Jesus asks this: would you like to get well? Instead of answering yes or no, he goes on an explanation and he replies, I can't, Lord. Do you see the mindset, the defeatist mindset of a victim right there? I can't, Lord. The I can't mentality, that in itself cuts your power right there, because you have already expressed it that you can't. And then he continues, for I have no one to put me into the pool when the water bubbles up. So he expects somebody, he lives his life expecting somebody, some people, other people to do something for them. And that is a typical attitude and a mindset of a victimhood. We expect other people to do stuff for us when we feel like victim. We feel justified. We feel like we have the right to demand that other people should help us. And then it continues and says, someone else always gets there ahead of me. The third thing that he does, typical of a victimhood mindset, he blames others. Others run ahead of me. I can't attitude. And it is the system of the bedside pool. People here are inconsiderate and unjust against me. They run ahead of me. They are not doing anything for me. Nobody picks me up to throw me into the pool. They expect other people to do stuff for them. They blame other people, and they have got the I can't mentality. And Jesus disregards all that and gives him an instruction. And he simply says to him, stand up, pick up your mat and walk. Did you realize that Jesus did not offer him the hand and pull him out, like in the case of Peter when he was rescuing Peter from drowning, from sinking into the water? He stretched out his hand and pulled him out. This time Jesus doesn't do that. Jesus just stands there and says, I'm going to teach, almost like saying, I'm going to teach you a lesson today. You are going to do it yourself. Stand up, pick up your mat and walk. And Jesus gives him an instruction to do something for himself, because when we feel like victims, we feel like we have a right to demand and get assistance from others. Here is the tough lesson, a harsh teaching I want to deliver. Nobody owes you anything. You have it in you. God is on your side. God has put it in your heart and in your life to be able to do things for you. Your perpetrator is not coming back to apologize to you. The world is moving on. Nobody actually is going to stop. If you are going to hold on that victim mentality, 38 years you are going to be in the same position and nobody is coming to help you, because we are too busy and too preoccupied with our own problems. We really do not have the time to stop. And that's how just the world is. I know, as I said, it is a harsh lesson. It sounds very insensitive, but at the heart of this lesson is the teaching, is the empowerment that seeks to remind you that you've got the ability in you, you've got it in you, you've got the power in you, you've got the innate ability that God has given you to stand up, pick up your mat and walk. It is in you. You've got it in you. Because if we are going to continue to play with you and join your pity party and be around you and feel sorry for you and say, shame, you are helpless, you've been victimized, you've been betrayed, your father was not there for you, your uncle sodomized you, your husband walked out and left you with children, your boss fired you in an unfair way, people, your friends betrayed you, this is what happened. If we are going to join that party and sing that chorus for you, we are not helping you. You see, sometimes, my friends, you need to give each other what I call shock therapy and tell each other the truth that helps us to wake up and clean your life and take your mat and begin to walk, because you've got it in you. We really have got to put the fire from underneath our backside so that we can help each other to stand up. Otherwise, if we are going to pamper each other and seek to be pastoral always and not tell each other the hard truth that we do not want to hear, we are delaying your progress. We are keeping you in the same spot for 38 years. And this lesson is meant to say to you, cut that victimhood mentality. Is a trap. It's not working for you. Stop giving someone else your power. That is your power. It is in you. You've got it in you. Yes, they fired you. Yes, he walked out and left you. Yes, she betrayed you. Yes, they lied about you. Yes, they did this and that to you. And yes, you are justified. We have seen it. We have experienced it. Yes, and so what? This is the call to stand up. Take your mat and walk, and keep on walking. Claim your space, claim your power, claim your agency. Nobody is coming. Everybody is carrying their own mat. We have our problems. Everybody is carrying their problems. And it is time that we give each other hard lessons to toughen each other and say, stand up. We ain't gonna pick you up. We ain't gonna give you a hand. You are going to stand up, clean up your act, go ask for forgiveness from somebody. If you need to go ask for forgiveness, go knock at doors and ask to be given. Go seek and you shall find. And God is on your side. Jesus is sending you out on a mission with a word of power and says to you, rise up. This is your life. Stand up, walk. keep your mat as evidence that I was once by the bedside pool, but now I am up on my feet again. May God bless you. Amen.